This is my second video today. I decided to do another video. Same topic. The truth about cops. This is going to be part 2 of it. Because I think it's kind of weird that, okay, if a cop stops you for no apparent reason, you have not committed any crime, and they put their hands on you and they try to assault you, I think that they need to change the law up that, you should have a right to defend yourself on that shit. You should be able to swing back and defend yourself. Because, honestly, defending ourselves by standing up for our rights, trying to... They question us. They ask us our name, our address, our date of birth, all our personal information. But as soon as we start asking them questions like their name, their badge number, stuff like that, what have we done wrong, what crime we have committed, they don't want to answer that. They go, they act like we have to abide by the law, and the laws only apply to us, and that we have to follow the rules and do, everything that they say. Whenever they say it, we have to answer every question they ask. But yet, if we ask questions, it's the same old, same old. It's, oh, well, my name and badge number is right here. And then they just either point at their thing or they don't even say anything. And that's fucked up. So, what we need to do is stand up for our rights. They cannot they work for us. Taxpayers pay their salary. And they don't, and when you try to tell them that, you tell them, oh, well, you work for me. And then they turn around and say, oh, I don't work for you. I work for my supervisor or whatever. Granted, your supervisor's probably over you. But your supervisor still works for us. You all law enforcement officers, you work for us. And then you want to abuse your power and think that you can get away with it? Because if I ever get stopped, I'm going to record that. I'm going to record them, because if they can record us, they want to get us away from the camera, from recording them. So they try to pull us away from whatever we're using to record, whether it's a cell phone, a camera, whatever. They try to pull us away from it because they want us not to record them, because they're hiding something. They don't want us to know the truth. But we know the truth. And when we try to stand up for it, they get all butthurt about it. And they act like, they're all high and mighty. And, that is just... that is just plain wrong. They need to uphold the Constitution and know that we have freedom of speech, and that, basically, how do I put this? That basically, they need to stop abusing their power. I mean, they need to, with the freedom of speech, if we want to flip off an officer, by all means, keep doing it. I mean, yeah, they might write you a ticket, but if they do, fight it in court. Fight that in court, because Because I don't even think, I can't even begin to think that it's not just law enforcement officers that we got to worry about. It's law enforcement and our whole, system and stuff. It's like if we have freedom of speech, then how come we can't go up to a law enforcement officer and, tell them, say fuck you or flip them off or whatever? And honestly, it's like we can't get away with that because they want to stop us and stop our First Amendment right, which is, I think, freedom of speech is our First Amendment, I think. But granted, I do need to, I'm going to read up a little bit on it more on the Constitution, what amendments and stuff. But yeah, if we have freedom of speech, we should be able to. Because I could walk up, any of you or me or anybody, we could walk up to anybody else, and if we want to, randomly out of the blue flip them off and stuff like that, or say fuck you to them, they just go about, most of the time, they just go about their day. But, and just because you got a badge, a gun, a taser, pepper spray, all this other stuff, you want to wield that around and think that you're better than everybody else. When if you took the badge off, the gun off, the uniform, you're just like everybody else. I'm sorry to say. That's plain and simple. That's blunt, but, just like how they try to stop people from having weed. It's just a plant. You don't really have to add anything to it. It's just like, it grows just like tobacco grows. Yet tobacco is perfectly legal. So the whole system is fucked up. Even the government. Look what we got as president right now. We got Trump as president, and with that motherfucker in office, you see what's going on in the world? He's standing up for, he's siding with, like, the KKK and everything else, and then he wants to, build a freaking wall, which, honestly, in my opinion, that wall is stupid, the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. Because Trump needs to, just like the law enforcement officers, they need to go back to, they need to learn a lesson, go back to school, go back to history class, and learn about the Constitution. Then take what they've learned from the Constitution, and they swore to uphold the Constitution, but yet they don't. Just like Trump. He needs to go back to history class. Because if he went back to history class, he would realize America is a melting pot. Everybody came from somewhere, from some other country, some from Mexico. The only people that were actually here first were Native Americans. Like Indians, Native Americans, stuff like that. They were the first ones here. Everybody else came from, like, Ireland, Germany, Africa, wherever. And they came here, looking for a better life. They didn't come here thinking, oh, well, I'm coming here looking for a better life. When, this country is basically going to hell. And that, or as I would put it, hell in a handbasket. That's fucked up. I mean, just how it is. So, yeah. But till then, I will catch you all again later. Probably next week. I'll probably put another one up here. If not, just hit that like and subscribe button. Follow me. And Andrew Carter, if you ever do subscribe to my channel, I give you a shout out and keep up the good videos.